Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 31st episode of Carnival Cruising Podcastaways, the podcast where we talk about anything and everything Carnival Cruising related. My name's Trevor Shelby, and joining me on this crazy cruising adventure is my good friend, Thomas Kennedy.
I like big boats in a can.
And I'm here. Why? Acknowledge me.
Well,
Who are you?
Tim, you don't
Tim?
talk.
Yeah. You haven't talked since our last podcast.
Yeah.
That's touche. I'm just a pretty face now.
Oh, yeah. Well, you are the blue card intern is what I'm going to call you. So,
yeah. And so you have it's a 10-month internship.
Yes, 10-month internship.
And once you get on the ship and then get off the ship on the
alive
hashtag family reunion group cruise, contact Siobhan Parker or Amanda Barrowman for information.
Yes.
Then you will
my
be
internship on the ship
Yes.
when we ship out.
But
yes.
you got to survive the cruise, though. You can't, there's no, not surviving and then becoming a full member. That's bullshit.
Since Trevor and I have, aged out of eating everything in sight, that's where you get picked up at.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
I mean,
Okay.
Trevor has eaten 15 meals in one day.
Yeah, you got to go for 16.
I'm older than you guys.
Yeah,
my,
no.
You're not older
my
than
stuff
me.
is. Oh, am I not? I thought it was. I know I'm older than Trevor.
Yeah.
I'm 46.
Oh, shoo! Hey, you're the same age as my boyfriend. No, I'm 40. Okay, cool. Never mind.
I'm
I guess
39. I'm the young. I'm the young one. So.
Aw, look at you, precious.
Look at me.
No, we'll be in Aruba next year for my birthday.
Looking forward to it. Excited.
Well, the jig is up. Now, Tim, do you want to go by Tim or Reese?
Reese preferably, but I
Reese
don't
preferably. All right. So Reese is my good friend from way back when, and probably the last. This isn't video. Why are you waving?
I'm waving at you guys.
This
love
is
you guys.
audio only.
You let me have this internship. I'm so
Yes.
happy.
Yeah. But he is a fantastic tattoo artist here in the wonderful state of Oklahoma, in Oklahoma City. If you're looking for a good tattoo, you need to look his way. But he is officially coming on the Family Reunion Group Cruise, and he has been a podcasting partner with us in the past, and we thought, you know what? We need... What more credibility can we give a cruising podcast than to bring somebody who's never been on a cruise be a co-host? So,
but it gives us a new perspective because you're going to be like, hey, why are we doing this?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's my constant state of being, so
Yeah.
I can nail that down.
Well,
yeah.
We did a show, what was that, a year or two ago, called Highly Illogical.
Is that the beginning of the pandemic? Yeah.
Yeah, beginning of the pandemic, and it was taken by COVID, unfortunately, and that's what I tell everybody, or my mom who listened, and it's like,
we got a listener, yay!
Yeah, we got a listener. It was a great show though, but this nobody else knew. We thought we'd bring him along, and I gotta tell you, one thing that I think is hilarious about all of this is the fact that you're going to be this is going to be your very first cruise.
This is all crap right now.
Yeah, this is funny.
This is all a bunch of BS.
You're going to be a blue card, but you're going to have the best blue card experience. And just to explain, a blue card is the first timer. So it identifies you as this is your very first cruise. Well, you get 0 perks for being on your very first cruise, except for the fact that you're on a cruise. But I'm platinum, And my platinum benefits
yes, Trevor is
go
platinum
to you
for
as
the,
well.
for the 16th time.
So priority boarding, getting off the ship, all the little perks and stuff you're going to get a little hold of.
But he doesn't get to go to the Past Cruiser party yet. So
we do laundry for free, all kinds of fun stuff. You're gonna enjoy it. Usually it's like $15 for a t-shirt. So not really, but it's more like $3. But still, that's expensive.
On a lot of the other ships you can do your own laundry, but the ship that we're going on does not have a laundry room.
Yeah, it's like the biggest ship, and they're like, we got all this extra space, let's take out the laundromat. So it made sense to me. So but
it's like a luxury liner,
Yes.
After doing my last YouTube video on, I was like, man, this is not a Carnival ship.
Yeah, it's an incredible ship, and it's going to be so much fun. I'm glad that you decided to come. When we were talking about it and I learned that Megan wasn't going to go, I was like, I got to invite somebody. And I was like, you know what? I know who I need to bring. And then he turned me down. Then I called you. And so
hey, I'm glad to be in the list of choices,
Yeah. It was like, I want to cruise with you. No way. But no.
I actually got a funny story about me being excited and telling my daughter about me going on this cruise.
Yeah.
And to me, it was some news that I wanted to share with my kiddo. I was like so stoked. I was like, baby, you got to hear this. Check this out. Daddy's going on a cruise. And the reaction I was expecting, obviously, was, oh, that's amazing. That's awesome. I'm so excited for you. Was not what I got, even kind of close. So I got a really, really dirty look and then a very, very snide remark that went something like or akin to, so we can't afford to go to California this summer, but you can go on cruise next year.
Oh well,
it's called saving. When you're older, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
right, exactly. Yeah. Well, I can afford the cruise. I can't afford California right now, so
Yeah. I gotta say though, like the deal that we got on this cruise is pretty amazing. I think between
compared to the full
me and
price
Reese,
of it, jeez.
Yeah, you got the okay. You don't even talk. I don't even.
No, I'm just saying compared to the full price.
Oh, I got my suite already for free.
No, it's not a suite. It's a balcony. It's a balcony.
But
I'm in a balcony. Okay.
A balcony. Just in a balcony. Oh, not a suite. Oh. I could go fishing right off the balcony. But while we're being shoved in our tuna can.
If there was a suite available on this cruise, I could upgrade.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for throwing that in. That makes me feel great. Anyways, but yeah, no, but for reals though, it's gonna be so much fun. Like I was saying, the price is amazing. I think between the both of us, it's like $8 something. And like 800, and you can't beat that for like a week-long vacation.
8 days
or 8 days, yeah. And going to the ABC Islands, that's like they never go to. So
I mean, they'll go to Aruba or Bonaire, but there's always some other island that they're breaking it up with, and this is like the dream itinerary.
With Caracal and all that. So now what I want to do today is let's kind of go over some of our history together. And then I've got some news things that I want to talk about that's been going on that we kind of need to touch on for the viewers and cult members.
Do we really want to talk about our love triangle on a podcast?
Well, I mean, not that part.
Hey,
come on.
Your boyfriend listened to this. He doesn't want to know that you're getting on with all this, all right?
He's like, oh, babe, you are not staying with him in a boat, not in a room in a boat. No.
Yeah. We'll pay the $1,600. You get your own room. I don't know. But okay, so me and Reese have been friends since elementary school.
Elementary school, yeah.
And We fell out of touch just before high school, and then what was it? God, it feels like it wasn't that long ago, but it was probably 4 years, or was it 3 years? I don't know. It's been a few years that we kind of reconnected.
It was like 4 or 5.
Yeah, I don't even remember how long ago Highly Logical and all that was.
He was wanting to get a podcast and stuff together,
yeah,
a while ago.
Yeah, I was going to say it was at least a year after that we had finally gotten down to making Highly Illogical, I think.
Yeah, and the cool thing with that was, like, it was really cool kind of like through the beginnings of the pandemic anyways, just to kind of be able to connect with friends online and not just feel like you're going crazy. So, because there's just so much going on. And that was just such a fun show. It's still out there if anyone wants to actually listen to it. My mom is our biggest fan. She wasn't a fan of all the cussing, but
which probably mostly came from me.
Yeah, well, I got a call every time. So, but other than that, it was great. And we reached out, and this has been in the works for a little bit. So welcome to the show. Now, the cool thing about the 3-man booth thing here is that whenever me and Mr. Kennedy have done solo episodes, they've been terrible.
We don't have anyone to bounce off of.
Yeah.
And it's just god awful.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I sound like I should be on NPR.
Yeah.
Trevor makes
me listen to all of them.
Yeah. You might listen on double speed. So
yeah, you guys will probably be way more entertaining as chipmunks.
Yeah, I was about to say chipmunks. So, our singing would be great. You'd be like, oh my god, they got Alvin the Chipmunks. But yeah, no, we've done. How many interviews have we done? Several. We've had like one of the
Zach, magician.
Yeah.
Parker's. I think we did 5 or 6.
Yeah, we've done several interviews. Lots of YouTubers. We've had a hypnotist, Brenda Kay. We had Zach.
The solo cruiser. Yeah. Zach. Yeah.
He was the director of. He's a music.
He was a musician and music director for Carnival for like 10 years.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he's also the director of the UCO Jazz Lab now.
Yeah.
So
right on.
Yeah, so
I went to college with him.
So yeah, we have guests every once in a while and stuff and everything. So I mean, like it's kind of like what we wanted to do, except it's all cruising related.
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't hear Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, and so we haven't got to him yet. I'll send him a message and say, hey, have you ever been on a cruise? Would you like to be on a cruise?
You know, he has a podcast and a YouTube channel. He should be on this cruise.
I don't think he's going to fit on this podcast. However, our 2 dream guests would.
Yeah.
Our 2 dream guests are John Heald, who is the brand ambassador for Carnival, and Shaquille O'Neal, who is the
chief fun officer.
The chief fun officer for Carnival.
So.
Hell yeah!
And you're going to have some of a chicken on the ship. So.
Yes, yeah, he's got Shaq's Big Chicken, which I've got some stuff in the works here. So we're gonna have some cool stuff happen.
Yeah.
No, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. That's off camera stuff. So, but yeah, we got some stuff in the pipeline, man. But this has been a great show so far. But yeah, we really feel like we're just reaching out and saying we missed you, man. We miss you.
You guys.
And if you just have us back, we won't do it again. I promise.
We're sorry, man.
We're so sorry.
You guys, you silly buggers, you know I'll take you back.
Oh, great. Cool. We fooled him. All right, so
now go get our coffee.
Yeah, that's go get our coffee, intern. So
all right.
But yeah, no, this is great. So let's go ahead and go into the show. We'll go ahead and start with some newsy stuff. I have to figure out how to share my screen. Oh, it says it right there. Can you guys see my screen?
It's little bitty.
Let me put something on it. It's actually blank.
It says showing people in mini view. Oh, now I see.
Okay, you can see stuff. Okay, so this is actually the video of the most recent fight that broke out on a Carnival cruise. By the way, there's been a lot of fights breaking out lately, so you might want to bring your boxing gloves.
Hey, our battle royal idea may, go into effect. Who knows?
But I want you to pay close attention towards the end of one of the participants with loose clothing. It's really funny. I watched this. This is the news report from First Coast News.
A fight breaking out on the Carnival cruise ship based out of Jacksonville.
Yep, you're going to have to narrate.
Okay. So this fight is breaking out. I'm going to pause it here. We're going to go ahead and I'm blowing it up for you guys. Now, listeners at home, this is a fight breaking out on a Carnival cruise ship based out of Jacksonville. I don't know why, but the cameraman came in at the most interesting angle here.
I mean, people are not happy. This is video from before the Carnival.
These people are shouting. They've got security in, but they're not even paying attention because there's more fighting going on just off to the side.
You can see a woman attempting to intervene, but is not.
And very shaky video.
Coast News. Both of her grandparents were injured.
Very shaky and very.
Yeah, hang on. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Swollen hand. Security officers eventually broke up.
And her boob came out.
Oh. Full on titty, bro.
So, oh my God. I was like watching this because we've been talking about the fighting going on for a while now, and for a couple weeks anyways. Just to catch you up, the first fight that broke out was a 60-man brawl that went over like what was it, a couple hours or something?
It was like an hour and a half. Yeah.
And it was over a threesome. And none of their partners were invited. Yeah, it gets bad. So this fight, I don't have a clue why this broke out, but I was searching for that other fight. This fight was one that we kind of mentioned last week, and
then there was one on Royal like a few days before that.
Yeah, I haven't even looked that one up, but I found this one. I was watching it and I was like, whoa. Was that a boob? It's really funny. If you watch it, I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but when on mine, if you watch it, they even put like a little star there when it comes out, just so they're not like, showing full on titty. But I was like, that is hilarious. We're gonna have to talk about, okay, so with Carnival, or with any cruise really, you have your cruise wear. You have your, like you got your flip-flops and your shorts and your nice shirt and everything, or like a nice, like I don't know, a sleeveless shirt thing or something. I don't know. Anyways, so then like for dinner time, you might wear a polo or something if you're going to go to the nice dinners or formal night. But what do you do for fight night? I mean, she didn't prepare for fight night, obviously. Fight
night is, usually, it's usually a tank top, or if you're a dude, your shirt comes off anyway in the middle of a fight. If it's a dude, that's automatic because you want to show your dominance. So you rip off your shirt and you're like Hulk,
Yeah, that's what happens when I rip my shirt off. I show my dominance, and the people get really intimidated by all the muscles.
That squeak toy was perfect.
My dog's not helping me here. Look, I'm in a shared space at the moment.
So what I was thinking was, if that's going to be a thing, then I probably want a mouth guard, maybe some Vaseline on my face to help the blows kind of rub past. Although I don't have all that, so might have to go with a ball gag. Still have the Vaseline though, so that'll work. In fact, the gimp suit would probably protect quite a bit.
Whoa!
That's gonna intimidate people a little bit more.
I mean, that's almost as bad as like.
That's gonna stop the fight. You're gonna ruin fight night.
Oh yeah, you want just dropping trout in the middle of it. There we go. Who's gonna fight the naked guy? Oh shit! There's a kid.
I'm next. Oh no, you're not.
Come here.
You get away from me. Oh my god. No, that's great.
But have you heard about the dude who fell off the pier in Bimini?
Yes.
Off of a Carnival ship.
I heard something about it, but I don't know exactly what happened.
Look up it's all over YouTube.
Yes.
But, okay, so this guy, the video starts in the same place. The guy has already fallen in.
Yeah.
Then someone else dives in, and then some guy's like lowering a life
ring
donut to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, life ring.
I don't know.
And then out of nowhere,
lifesaver.
Someone.
Device.
Yeah. Flotation device.
Yeah, whatever they're called.
Out of nowhere, someone else falls in.
Oh, well, that's great. This is how people die.
Yeah.
Like multiple.
The dude's got a hold of the the original guy, and he looks over and he's like, and so finally someone gets on the other part of the pier where they tie down, and there's a ladder, and they're climbing up, and everyone's like, "How did that dude fall in?"
Yeah. Now he was walking up the pier and fell in next to the boat.
Yeah. He ignored the yellow line.
Yeah. You're not supposed to pass the yellow line. At some ports they'll actually yell at you for passing the yellow line.
Oh, Mom got yelled at in Roatan last time.
Yes. So it's a danger spot. You could fall in and then end up all over YouTube. So,
and that brings us to the closing statement.
Yeah. So this guy, he's walking along, and so he just falls in. So let me get this correctly. He falls in. Somebody else tries to jump in and save him.
Yeah, the guy empties his pockets and dives in. Physically dives in. And then
I'm glad he emptied his pockets first.
After he
this guy's drowning. Hang on, let me get my keys out.
Well, you don't want to drown your phone.
My wallet, my cell phone.
And he's
you okay down there? Hang on.
He's at the guy who fell in. He is out at the guy who fell in.
Oh god.
And in the corner, you see someone actually fall in,
oh god.
A backbuster, basically.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
And everyone, I was watching Ship Life, and he's like, "Where did this guy come from? He wasn't in the water before, and he did not dive."
Yeah, that's really funny. Oh, that's great. Well, we'll have to check that out too. That may be a future thing. I'm not going to go searching for that because that just sounds complicated. But
it's all over. It's like if you're. All of the cruise guys are putting them up.
Yeah. No, that's humorous. I've always thought about if somebody fell in, what would they do? You're right next to the boat. I guess the life ring is the best course of action there.
Yeah. And it wasn't too far of a swim to get to the ladder though, so.
Yeah. So Reese,
of course, I don't understand why why the guy kept the flotation device on while he climbed the ladder.
Yeah, well, if I couldn't swim, and that was the thing keeping me from dying, I would wear that just on the cruise. So I'm just like, what are you doing? I don't know. I'm trying to get to the buffet. So
better than the attire I'm planning on.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna go get gelato. I'm gonna go get gelato, and I need to make sure I have it on the fence spot.
Oh god.
Hashtag GelatoGate. Hashtag Justice for Josh.
Yes, Justice for Josh. Okay, so Reese, do you have any questions for us about your very first cruise? Yeah, anything you've wondered about? Anything that you want to know about more about? Anything that's gone through your mind?
I had a few. Now I have a ton.
I'm sure we've confused you.
You guys kind of bastardized my whole innocent view of what a cruise is.
Yeah.
In just these few short minutes of
what are you
how
talking
did we
about?
do that?
People falling in and the fights breaking out. What were you thinking it was?
Well, far less mosh pits.
Okay, well,
I figured possible
6,000 people on a a ship the size of 2 football fields. I mean, come on.
Okay. Well, one question that has been in my head. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know this or if we had talked about it before, but I'd lived in Alabama for a little while as a commercial fisherman, and I was on a teeny tiny little 20-foot boat, but we'd be about 90 miles out, no land in sight, constantly moving, and that was all right. I was okay. Actually didn't get seasickness until I got back on the land, just because the equilibrium hadn't reset yet, and that made me nauseous. But the thing that was terrible, the thing that was the utmost worst thing, is when storms happened in a tiny little 20-foot boat. The smallest little storm is just ginormous and terrifying.
Well, with the ship this size, it has tons of stabilizers on it. I've been on with some pretty hefty storms, but usually if it's like a hurricane or something, they try to go around that as best as possible.
Yeah, so they'll even change ports if there's something bad enough that's like they're just going, we're not going there. It's not even really there anymore, so we're going to go somewhere else.
Freeport. I'm sorry. Sand everywhere. Yeah, it's all one beach now.
No.
So, that's comforting.
I've had moments of seasickness, and people do get seasick on cruises, but if you do, like, a lot of people get like the patch behind their ear kind of thing. They get that from the doctor. Dramamine. I've started wearing C-bands. That's been my new thing on my last cruise, and that makes me look really hip because looks like I'm wearing like some cool like bracelets or something. I don't know what they're called. Anyways, I didn't get seasick at all, so.
But if you're on a used to a tiny little fishing boat, that movement is like 10 times, 100 times what you would feel on the ship.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I barely feel anything.
I'm not really concerned about that. I think I'll be fine in that aspect.
Now, the more you drink, the more it seems like you feel. You're like, whoa, the boat's really moving, and then like there's nobody.
Well, I mean, if you have some pretty decent swells and the boat is moving, it helps to drink.
Yeah, sometimes
because we're usually you're like staggering, hitting walls and stuff. Those walls aren't there anymore, so you're walking straight.
It's a motto of my life. For any scenario, it helps to drink.
Yeah,
changing a baby's diaper, it helps to drink.
Exactly.
So on and so forth. Driving, no.
Wow.
No, not that. No,
not that.
Do not drink and drive. We do not support that.
Now, if they still have the mixology contest, Reese has a pretty good chance of winning that because he is a mixologist.
You need to think about that because they do have a mixology contest, and you would probably kick ass at that.
And if your drink wins, then it's on the ship for the rest of the cruise as one of the drinks of the days every day.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I got this. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's great.
We found something for Reese.
He might be really good at the tattoo contest too.
Oh, come on now. That isn't a thing.
That's only on Virgin, dude. That's only on Virgin cruises.
Yeah.
Now, what about like things I could possibly bring? Like, I don't know if any of the islands have like golf courses or anything. Can I bring golf clubs or my metal detector? Because apparently I'm an old man who has really old man hobbies.
Well, you can bring metal detectors. There's a whole list on Carnival's website of what you can and cannot bring.
Mm-hmm.
As long as if it looks like a weapon, don't bring it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
They've got a whole list of things. I've never actually seen somebody bring golf clubs, but
I have.
Have you? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if that might be something that we could check into, if there's any stops that do have any golf courses. Yeah,
because we've never been to these islands, so we couldn't answer that.
Right. Yeah, so we're not even sure they have a golf course. But if
you're going to Grand Cayman, I know that there's a golf course there.
Yeah. Okay. We could always check to see if you can do rental clubs as well. I don't know if they do that kind of thing. Yeah,
well, if I can't bring things that look like a weapon, I'm going to have to downgrade some of the stuff on my GIMP suit.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, we all have to do it.
Trevor,
you guys didn't tell me ahead of time if this is like for kids or whatever.
you may have to change rooms because I have a feeling there's going to be an upside down pineapple on your door.
Okay. All I gotta say is I can't move into your room, Mr. Speedo. So, I don't know where I'm going.
No.
But yeah, no, we've talked about well, what was it? Our what episode was that? Our about when we talked about Speedos.
Oh, that was the April Fool's episode.
Yes, yeah.
And
we were talking about
somehow it got to me wearing a Speedo in the MDR.
Yes. Well, that's what we said. We were talking about proper attire in the main dining room.
But somehow it became I'm going to do that on the group cruise. I never agreed to that.
I'm doing fashion shows, so you got to do something, okay?
Hey! I volunteered to be a part of your daily fashion show.
Yeah. Well, There you go. Hey, GIMP suit.
Reese needs to be a part of it too.
Fashion show.
Only if there's a montage.
Yeah, that's what we'll do it.
The gay side of me needs the montage for that to work. You know, as far as being a interning goes, I feel like you guys are giving me a lot of freedom. You know.
Well, you know.
Well, I mean, we're not paying you, so
yeah. I mean,
right? That's true.
Best intern ever, free.
I like it.
Well, we don't make any money either, so.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really funny. But well, I don't really have anything else for this episode. Really, do you have any more questions for us, Reese?
And not right off the bat.
Okay.
Well, if you think of anything, you know, we got more episodes coming up. We got at least, you know,
next week, the week after that, the week after that,
40 between here and Miami. So I mean,
yeah.
To the listeners, I put my thumb up because it's not video.
Yeah, it's not video. Which funny thing, with one of our first, it was the hypnotist Brenda Kay came on, and we invited her on the show. And I told her it's a podcast. I said this is a podcast, right? And she was on I met her through a like podcast meet and greet thing, and like getting guests. And she comes on the show, and she's a very pretty woman, and she was all like makeup and
made up
and everything. and I thought it was so funny because she was like, we're like in our like pajamas.
Yeah, because this was the earliest we'd ever
recorded. And she was like, is this not gonna be on video? We were like, no. It's a podcast.
Of course, you know, we do get people on who don't realize that, you know, that we aren't video, and they're like, is this video? Do I need to change my lighting?
Yeah.
No, it's not. We're audio only.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Ooh. Well, you guys didn't even tell me ahead of time. You just waited till the podcast started. Wait until I made a fool of myself, and then
that's also my fault because today I thought you were not going to be
available. The pre-production meeting went awry.
I thought you weren't going to be available today, and I didn't see your text before because I'm terrible with text messages, and the first thing was we load in and Tom's like, where's Reese? I was like, You know, like, I don't know. Like, he's not going to be here. And he was like, he said he's going to be here. And I was like, oh, I need to get him the link. So
yeah, and we were talking on the phone before, before I even got on. I was like, yeah, don't forget to add Reese to the Discord. That way, he gets the invite. He's like, oh, yeah. It didn't even register to him.
Well, anyways, guys, just make sure that you come over to our Facebook page at facebook.com/Carnival Cruising Podcastaways. We've got the Facebook page and we got a Facebook group. And if you join them both, we call you a cult member, and then you also got to listen to every episode. And then if you want to become that special one, you listen to them over and over again, and you hit and rate us and all that stuff. That gets you the cult tier status. But most importantly, know that you are unique, you are special, and you are loved.
And remember, anything that happens on the ship stays on YouTube. Bye.
See ya.